Hey all, Dwarf Lord here. I've been getting a lot of questions about what is going to happen to Classic Era when Season of Discovery gets released. So I'm on Classic Era right now, and this is early in the morning. Right now it is 8:39 a.m. Eastern. This is a West Coast server, so really for a decent amount of these players, they're still sleeping. They're still sleeping from last night. Last night this was absolutely packed. So there's a ton of people on Classic Era. Roughly 4,000 per side. It's a pretty even split. 50-50 down the middle for Horde and Alliance. And what's going to happen to Classic Era here? Well, we can glean a little bit of that information by what we've been seeing in forum posts, whether it's WoW forums or Reddit or on Discord. There's a lot of different types of people out there. And those three types of people are people who love Season of Discovery, people who hate it, and people who are going to kind of be in the middle. They want to try it, but they're still going to play Classic Era, right? So there definitely is a very staunch group of people who they're just vanilla purists. They don't care about it. They're going to keep playing Classic Era. That's a pretty decent amount of people. Then we have the overlap of people who are going to raid lock, still be playing Classic Era, but they want to dabble and mess around on Season of Discovery. And finally, there absolutely will be some pull from Classic Era and other realms, hardcore, retail, etc. People who are going to completely stop playing those versions of the games and go to Season of Discovery. Now, it's all speculation what percentage those are going to be, but Classic Era might see a bit of a drop in population. When Hardcore came out, Classic Era went from full down to medium. However, it didn't really feel that much different. It still felt very populous. We also had the layers taken away, so that kind of factors into the fact that, okay, now layers are taken away, and suddenly, even though it's down to medium, it's still very populous. So to wrap up, I don't think anything scary is going to happen to Era. It's going to drop down a little bit, but there are a ton of very dedicated Classic Era, vanilla loving enthusiasts. And in the first week or two, yes, the population is going to take a dive because people, including myself, are going to be playing Season of Discovery. They're going to try it out. And some people are going to get really invested in that, and some people are going to be like, not for me. But once they hit 25, they do some quests, they do the raid, there's not going to be a crazy amount of stuff to do. And people are going to trickle back to Classic Era, and I think there's going to be a healthy balance of log into Season of Discovery, do the raid, do some PvP in Ashenvale, do this, do that, farm some consumes, and then, well, let's log on to Classic Era and let's queue some battlegrounds. Let's do some world PvP. So this is more of a talking video. What do you think? Do you think Classic Era is going to die? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's a lot of people who are going to continue business as usual. It's going to take a hit, but it's not going to be a death blow. Classic Era, how I was there in the days when Classic Era was literally 100 people per side. We had 100 Horde, 100 Alliance. That's it. And we raided and did all the things. And now there's a huge resurgence that has come back. It's not going anywhere. So if I had to guess, between the people who really don't like the idea of Season of Discovery, the staunch Classic Era loyalists, if you will, them plus the raid loggers, it's probably going to be roughly for Whitemane like 2,000 people per side. Some of the smaller-ish realms like Mankrik might get hit a little bit harder, but I think everyone's going to keep on raiding and playing and PvPing and doing all the things they love, and I will be continuing to play. It'll be interesting to balance my play between... Hey, anybody need Messenger? Messenger is leaving. Messenger. Anyways, I'm going to be raiding Nax on Tuesdays. I'm going to have my Wednesday raid. I've got my Thursday raid, my Friday raid. I've got my Sunday raid. I'm going to be playing a lot of Classic Era still. But I'm also going to mess around with a Season of Discovery, as I have far too much free time. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. I read and respond to each and every one. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarflord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarflord out!